more spectacular footage of the White County, Georgia. There's a skunk ape in the Florida region of the East Coast, southern East Coast, and this could be technically considered a skunk ape, even though it's in Georgia.
It also could be, on the East Coast that there's some migration of the Bigfoot there, like there is on the West Coast that we talked about before. So possibly this could be a Florida Bigfoot that's actually in Georgia.
Yeah, exactly. We can't say that any Bigfoot is
stationary to one location.
Right, we can no longer do it. Now, knowing what we now know, it would be foolish to say that any Bigfoot is native to its one area, because we know they migrate.
They're traveling around. There's no doubt about it.
So this could be a skunk ape, and not that there's that much of a, maybe it's just people in Florida call it the skunk ape, but maybe ones in Florida emanate more odor than other ones, and that's why they're called a skunk ape. But I think it's all... Really, they're all the same species.
They're pretty similar to each other from East Coast to West Coast and everywhere in between. I mean, size-wise, there might be a little difference. One might be a little skinnier than the other, but that might have a lot to do with, what kind of food that they can get in the area they're in.
Yeah, and I don't know any scientist that is saying that they are that divergent as far as their appearance. I mean, I've heard people say, "Oh, yeah, see a white one, a brown one." That's not true. They're all basically the color you see here.
I mean,
black.
We've yet to see a white one. I don't know if that's even.
We've yet to see a real brown one. I mean, I've seen people that try to sound like they know what they're talking about and say, "Oh, they have brown ones," and no, they don't.
Well, let's put it. I mean, hey, if somebody has seen a light brown one or a black one, I mean, hey.
We'll show your photograph.
Yeah, let's
show your photograph. Don't
sure,
just say
a photograph.
Yeah, and don't just say, "Oh, that's not one," or "This was one," based on what you've seen or whatever, because show evidence of what you've seen. If you say you've seen one, show us your photograph or your video of it to prove it. Here's ours, and we can supply more. And we've seen
not every one of them has breasts. I mean, come on.
Yeah, not every one is the Patterson-Gimlin film. There is a little bit of divergence.